All right, it's now week number 4 of the NFL, and now time to do our NFL predictions. I mentioned last week we're going to try to do an on-air or on-video predictions. We didn't quite get there yet. We're hoping maybe next week. We thought about possibly adding in some of the boys' friends and make some guest predictions. But we did make our predictions, and we're going to do a little review last week. Going into the week, Brady was leading with 22 points, Ethan with 20, and I had 15. And so we made our predictions for last week. We all had the 49ers on Thursday night, and we were correct. Ethan and I took Cleveland over Tennessee. Brady went with Tennessee the week before and had the upset pick. However, it didn't work out this past week. Tennessee got destroyed. Detroit, we all had Atlanta. Detroit won. We all had New Orleans and Green Bay won. So we all missed those. We all had Miami and their huge win over Denver. And then you can see here, I had the upset pick of the Chargers. I don't know if really it was an upset pick, but I picked the Chargers. They picked Minnesota. I won. I picked New England over the Jets, and I won. And then we all got Buffalo, and we all missed Jacksonville and Baltimore. Houston looking good. I can't believe it. And then we all had Seattle correct. We all had Kansas City correct. We all missed Dallas, and they're Dallas being Dallas. And then we all had Vegas at home. Pittsburgh won. We all had Philly winning. We all had Cincinnati winning. So we're all correct there. So after 3 weeks, the new tally is Brady at 29 points, Ethan at 28 points, and I had 27 points. If you want to know how we get points, every one that we pick right, you get 1 point. If we happen to pick one, say I pick a team, and the other two boys pick the opposite winner, and I get it, that's double points. That's the only 2 ways to get points. So now we're looking at week number 4, which begins tonight. Detroit at Green Bay. We all got Detroit. This is hard to believe that Detroit looks good after really decades of not being good. We all got Detroit winning. However, Green Bay's playing better than I thought they would, and they beat New Orleans last week. So it would not be a surprise if Green Bay did win. They are going to be at Lambeau, but we all got Detroit tonight. And then we move on. I got Atlanta. The boys got Jacksonville. I thought Jacksonville was going to be better. Atlanta, it could go either way. I think they're definitely improved. I'm going to Atlanta. The boys got Jacksonville. Brady and I got Miami, who looks amazing, probably the best team in the AFC right now. But either went ahead and went with Buffalo. They are in Buffalo, and so that really could also go either way, probably. Denver and Chicago, they're both 0-3, and they both look horrible, possibly the 2 worst teams in the NFL. Brady went with Denver, and me and Ethan took Chicago. So it should be interesting to see what happens. Baltimore and Cleveland. I got Cleveland. Boys both have Baltimore. So I think Cleveland's good, even without Chubb. We all got Cincinnati over Tennessee. That's probably not too big. We'll see what happens. Cincinnati's been the surprise at how bad they are, even though they did win last week. The Rams. Ethan and I have the Rams. Brady has Indy at home. So that's interesting. Tampa Bay. Brady and Ethan got Tampa Bay. I got New Orleans. They lost last week, but I think they're better than Tampa Bay. Even though Tampa Bay, they were 2-0. They lost to Green Bay, I believe it was. Or was it Green Bay? I can't remember exactly last, but they did lose last week. We all got Philly over Washington, even though Washington does have 2 wins now. Me and Ethan got Minnesota. Brady's got Carolina. And Ethan's got Pittsburgh. And I went with Houston. Now, that's a big stretch because Houston didn't look good last week, and they won. And Pittsburgh, they're winning, even though I don't know how good they look. But that should be interesting. That should be a good matchup. And that's going to be your Sunday night matchup. So I might watch that one. Then you have – no, I'm not. That is not the Sunday night. That's the last 4 o'clock game, I believe. I don't know how I get this divided up. No, that's the last 1 o'clock game. I am totally wrong. Houston, Pittsburgh is a 1 o'clock game. We move on to the 4 o'clock games. Vegas at the Chargers. Brady's went with Vegas. Ethan and I have the Chargers. I got New England over Dallas, and Dallas is my team. They've been my team my entire life. They're my favorite. The Cowboys, they look great after week 1 and 2. After losing to Arizona, I'm going to go New England. New England's winning, and I think they're going to win. I think they're going to surprise a lot of people. I think New England will win that game. The boys got Dallas. We all got San Francisco. By far, they look the best in the NFL, sadly. We all got Kansas City over the Jets, who looked horrible without Rodgers. And we all got Seattle as well, beating the Giants on Monday night. I will skip that game because I can't stand to watch the Giants they are not fun to watch. Anyway, that's week number 4. That's our predictions. Look how close the points are. 29, 28, 27. We'll see what happens after this week and see where our points are. I'll give you an update next week as we head into week number 5. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the games.